Okay, this is probably the umpteenth millionth time I've tried to take this video, so I've decided, I'm just gonna go wing it and hope this works for the best. So anyway, without further ado, I want to say hello and thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me and to humor me with hearing what I have to say. So my name is Nancy. I'm wanting to talk to you about a book that I've written. And it's not just any book. This book is a very personal story for me because it's about my life. It's a really deep look into my own personal thoughts and experiences and perceptions about my whole life. I've gone through what some people would call some pretty amazing adventures, and even I sometimes stop to look at my life and say, wow, like, did that really happen? And yes, it did, and I'm kind of amazed at my own life, but hopefully if you feel drawn to this book and decide to read it, you'll understand what I mean. This book is called Obscurity In Your Face, and I wrote this book basically because I got a big swift kick from the universe telling me put it in print, get it out there. I don't really know why, the ultimate purpose behind this, but I do know that I feel driven by some inner calling to share this with everyone. And this sharing wasn't easy for me. I had to work through a lot of really deep emotions and a lot of shyness and muster up a lot of courage to actually be here and share this with you. Oh gosh, I'm getting emotional now even thinking about it. This book is basically a story about my life from the time I was a little girl up until very recent years in my adult life. And it's basically talking about all of the inner dialogues that I've had with myself in trying to figure things out. I've gone through some pretty emotional times, and I know that there are a lot of people out there who go through those kind of experiences, but maybe feel that they can't share it, or feel scared to share it, or maybe question, am I really crazy, or how are people going to see me? Well, part of my purpose in this life, I'm beginning to believe, is to say it anyway and to help people understand that, you're important. You have a voice. You have something that no one else can share because it's your perception, your experience, and your journey. And even though we share a common journey, that we're all in search of some deeper truth and some deeper meaning, only you can share your perception of it. And I think the more that people learn to share their stories, the more we strengthen each other. And the more we come to understand that we really are all in this together, that we're not separate, that one is not better than the other. I've heard so many stories from my own professional background and from my personal life of women in particular who have gone through really difficult circumstances and always felt that they had to keep quiet, that they had to bury their own feelings in order to survive. This book, my journey, my life, has shown me that those emotions have to not be buried. It's only when we allow ourselves to truly experience the depth of our emotions that we find a place of healing. And I think that is one of the most beautiful things about having a human experience, is being able to experience that range of emotion. And I think too many people go through life kind of flat, not allowing that to come through. So this book is, I share a lot of my journal writings. I share some poetry. I share a lot of things in here. But there's many layers to this book, and I really believe that anyone who picks up this book to read it will find some meaning in it on some level. I've had elderly people read this book. I've had teenagers read this book. children have read this book, and one child in particular was pretty interested in this book, and enough so that she wanted to write a book report on it. And that touched my heart so deeply, because it made me realize that my experience wasn't a soul journey in terms of like a singular person, that it's not just me experiencing these things, that what I share in my book is something that can touch everyone's life in some way. So if a child can pick up this book and draw some meaning from it that will inspire her to live stronger and more true to who she is, then wow, that in my mind is a great thing. If an elderly person or a teenager can pick up this book and also feel inspired by something that's in here, then that's what it's for. That's why I feel motivated to put this out there and to share it. If you're interested in reading more about this book, you can contact me directly. It is available for purchase online through many internet channels. For your reference, there's 3 ways of getting this book. You can contact me directly at this address. I am certainly open to receiving feedback, comments, questions, sharing of stories. Like I said, I feel like a part of my purpose in being here is to connect with people and to give people avenues to share their voice, to connect with that deep inner calling or emotion or thought process that's happening, and to not be afraid of sharing that. So my address, if you care to contact me directly, you can also get this book through Trafford Publishing. That's where I had it published, at this address. Or you can do some internet searching, and the book is available through many online sources. Amazon, for example, Flipkart is another one. There's a lot of them out there that carry it. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed being with me today, and again, I thank you very much for taking the time to listen, and I really, truly look forward to the journey that we will share together. Thank you very much. Have a great day.